Ladies and gentlemen, I want to now welcome you to Palette Originals. And today we'll be talking about NBA Youngboy, his rise to fame, and his criminal history. Now, ladies and gentlemen, even without the chart-topping singles and the alleged baby mamas, I have a timeline that dissect the rap sensation history of run-ins with the law of NBA Youngboy. Most of y'all might know him by Never Broke Again. Knows how to make the headline. The superstar rapper is almost just as well known for his run-in with the law as he's for emotional, tormented music. At this point, in fact, it is a part of what kick-started his career in the first place. At only 20 years of age, born Contrail Deshaun Gadoon, I don't know how to pronounce that last name, he amassed a diverse criminal record, which he was partially contested, which is alleged illicit conduct landed him in hot water once again and again and again. We're taking a look on what brought the Baton Rouge, Louisiana native into such a challenging spotlight over the years. And the reason why I'm doing this, because he recently just got arrested with him and a number of other people. So we're going to start from the beginning and go down. In 2015, his first ever arrest was for robbery. You may have heard about NBA's recent arrest last week, but the affair, which will be covered shortly, is a blimp on the radar compared to his arrest record starting in 2015. NBA Youngboy caught his first ever charge. This encounter with the law was the result of him having committed a robbery at 15 years old. While some gangster rappers can blur the lines between life and art and their alleged criminal activity, fans draw a straight line between his first arrest and his introduction to rap. While jailed in Toulouse, Louisiana on the charge, Youngboy put pen to pad and found a rap career based off his troubled life. These early misusing would become a basis of what he's now well known for. In 2015, his mixtape, Life Before the Fame. Despite his closed-in persona, potentially played into charges prosecutors pressed against him, Youngboy spoke at the time during an interview with Fader in humble terms, saying, "I had been rapping, but I used to hide that ish." He continued, "I was scared, not for sure about myself, playing with my craft." After his 6-month period of change and self-discovery, a criminal court judge opted to favor the Youngboy's release, allowing him to continue into young adulthood with his freedom intact. November 2016, attempted homicide. And perhaps the most on-the-nose metaphor of his life troubled intersection of work and personal interest. Youngboy was arrested at a concert at which he was scheduled to perform on November 28, 2016. The arrest in Austin, Texas arose over law enforcement belief that Youngboy wildly fired guns into a crowd via drive-by. Just weeks prior, in Baton Rouge, the arrest occurred in an exceptional, unfortunate time for Youngboy, who had just turned 17. At a young age, he's going through all of this, and was thus eligible to be tried as an adult. It appears the prosecutors were able to paint a vivid picture of possible punishment enough to overcome Youngboy's reluctant mindset, as he not only paid a post-conviction bail of $50,000, but also accepted a deal to plead guilty and comply with officers in exchange for a lesser severe prison sentence. Having been charged with 2 counts of attempted murder, Youngboy got off with a steal of 9 months behind bars and 3-year probation, a slap on the wrist compared to the maximum of 40 years imprisonment he could have received under Texas state law. The prosecutor reasoning is not fully known at a public scale to the undermining if how NBA Youngboy helped prosecutors by providing information on 2 of the other alleged shooters in the drive-by. February 2018. The whole nine. This is where it starts to get more decisive. While most teens must quiver in the possibility of facing 40-year prison sentence, Youngboy showed no displeasure in doubling down in both his musical and criminal career. His rap success mushroomed as he released more hit songs and successful projects, and even signed to a media giant, Atlantic Records. Despite a groundbreaking success on tracks like Untouchable, authorities appear to have remained unimpressed, as he was arrested on a fugitive warrant for having sought to evade arrest on charges of weapon possession, kidnapping, and arrest. The latter two charges pertain in part to an incident recorded in a hotel hallway, which depicts Youngboy physically abusing his girlfriend, Janai Jackson, then dragged her into a hotel room. Nonetheless, NBA Youngboy only remained in jail for a month until he paid a $75,000 bond. Despite the event transpired more than 2 years ago, the couple only split somewhat recently, with NBA having finally gotten a plea deal in December for simple battery, family violence, an agreement to pay a $1,500 fine, and complete an anger management course. Jackson took to social media when the video was published, saying the two were only playing, but the public discourse on the matter remains divided. May 2019, attempts on his life. And this was a point where he started to get into all types of beefs. There were plenty of drama that was happening between February 2018 and May 2019. But for now, we're sticking to what Youngboy caught charges for. And what it was worth, the reason he caught a charge was a doozy. It transpired quickly on the morning of May 13, just outside of the Trump International Beach Resort. Youngboy was reportedly targeted by a shooter for reasoning stemming from a beef with T. Grizzly. I remember that shooting very, very well. A close friend of mine died in that. He was not ashamed, but then his girlfriend, Kayla Marie Long, was shot. Youngboy bodyguard was also present to exchange fire with the attacker. Stray bullets and exchange traveled substantially distance and struck a 5-year-old boy who lived, as well as a 43-year-old Muhammad Gerard, which was my ex-manager, who died. The death of Gerard has not been publicly attributed to NBA Youngboy alone, but nor his bodyguard was charged, given that he was cleared of having acted in self-defense, but being involved in such a fatal occurrence was considered a violation of Youngboy's probation. With this, he served a 3-month stint behind bars. After finishing his sentences, another judge showed considerable grace in ending his probation over the attempted homicide charges. NBA Youngboy took to his as a clue to do well when anybody would possibly do an attempt to his life, and left the state, which was the smartest thing he's doing. And I also want to give him credit. He offered to pay the medical bills for the people who got shot and the funeral for Muhammad, who died. God bless his soul. September 2020. I'm bringing y'all up to date now. Drugs and weapons. If anything may have been seen, the NBA Youngboy was prospering in the absence of legal trouble, as his mixtape 38 Baby 2 and his studio album Top both managed to top Billboard charts upon the release early this year. Still, he finds himself in the headlines once more in the past week after being arrested in a possible contraband suite. NBA Youngboy caught at least 3 drug and gun charges, reportedly including felony possessions of drugs and possessions of a stolen firearm. His arrest took place alongside 15 others after police responded to a call regarding individuals displaying firearms and recording a video. Baton Rouge police claim the suspect arrested never broke again gang members and Bottom Boy Gorilla members as well. And this is where it starts to get a little dicey. At the scene, officers discovered numerous firearms, including AK-47, in addition to hydrocodone, marijuana, digital scales, and Xanax. Furthermore, NBA Youngboy alone was found to possess a $47,000 in cash at the time of the arrest. NBA Youngboy lawyers swiftly took up a rigorous defense of the client stating, "We still have the Second Amendment in the United States. The immediate detention of these black men was illegal, and it's the violation of their constitutional rights. The subsequent search conducted by law enforcement was also illegal. Even with the illegal searches that was conducted, no firearms or controlled dangerous substance were found on Mr. Gladon's person or in immediate control. Mr. Gladon is innocent of the charging as he was booked on last night and looks forward to be defended himself such." I hope you enjoy this, and this is a Palette original where we talk about NBA Youngboy. I just went to a brief history of his criminal record, the up and downs, and what he's been going through. So this will give you just a glimpse of NBA Youngboy. And this is Rap Palette out. Like and subscribe. Tell me what you think about this content. Peace.